Hi guys, top of the morning to you all, and how are you feeling today? And I know it's a lovely morning outside. The weather's slightly better today, and might be looking forward to some relief from the heat. And so, how are things going on for you? How are you feeling today? How is everything around you right now? I hope it's really nice. And if it's not nice, then I'm here to make it nice, and you are there to do the things that would definitely make a difference for your day. So, I would like to discuss right now is that are you feeling lonely, bored, or isolated? It's something which is very natural because as human beings are social beings, we are used to going out, we are used to being outside. So, if you cannot go outside, I would suggest that you definitely get some fresh air. That can be like sitting around on your balconies or rooftops, or just opening up a window and sitting around that window and having some light. If you cannot get natural light, if that is also an issue, then you can make an environment inside your home which feels like that. There are plants which are indoors, I'm not sure if you have them, which do not require much sun. So even that can those can be placed around the windows, and you can have a nice sitting there. And do not lie on the bed, like, because we are starting the morning today, I would like to suggest to people, do not. If you are in bed and you have a timetable that you're used to following, like for office, you used to wake up at 8. So if you do not want to wake up at 8 sharp, you can wake up at 8:15. Like, you can give yourself a 15 minutes grace, but do not prolong that. Have a structured day. So while fighting these fears that we are facing, and these boredoms and the isolation feelings, and top of it are the other two major fears that people are having right now is, are they themselves vulnerable to coronavirus, are their loved ones vulnerable to coronavirus, is there the financial loss, how when the uncertainty of the things. So these are the realities of today, and these are the situations that we need to accept. But then after accepting them, they are just there. Okay, now we need to move on with our everyday, day to day life in a happy manner. We cannot go on into our anxiety modes, into our flight and fight modes for a very long period of time, because that is what causes the real stress. And we do not want to be in that situation. We want to be human beings and we want to be happy, and this too shall pass. And we all are aware about that. It's only that we do not know the time period when it would end. That's the only uncertainty. And otherwise, people are out there, they are looking for vaccines, government is taking complete actions. You and I, we both are maintaining social distancing, we both are at homes, we both are trying our best to flatten the curve so that the effects of this coronavirus do not go that deep into us. So staying home, staying safe is really working for us right now. And so just focus on that. That is it. So that is one thought that we are on. And after that, we have the other side which is going on in our life, which is our own self every day. So, how we feel less lonely, bored, and isolated. This is what we're going to talk today, and how we're going to control on ourselves. So, as human beings, as we've already discussed, we are social beings, and we like to take control of things that are happening in our life. We do not like someone else taking control of our life. So we are not that docile kind of species that can be taken care by other people and we'll be happy in that. We are not like that. So to focus on things, we should always remember that things are definitely in our control when we work towards them. We cannot just lie on the bed or laze around on the sofa and think that things are in our control. We need to do something about it. So make a daily goal, a structured day, and define it into different paths and follow those paths. Like, be true to yourself, do not lie to yourself. If you have a day schedule, you have a goal oriented day, that okay, I'll be doing this, and give it a time frame also. So I'll be doing this for 1 hour, I'll be doing this for 2 hours, or something like that, and do that. Don't prolong that. Don't procrastinate on it. Procrastination is not at all good right now. And I know there is a lot of room for procrastination right now. We feel that अगर अभी नहीं किया तो 15 मिनट बाद कर लेंगे, 15 minutes बाद कर लेंगे. But that is not how things should be, because that ways we are giving, our own self a little bit dosage and a little bit laziness syrup, you can say. So bite on that bitter medicine and do structure your day, and do not work out in sweatpants. Like, do not start your working day in your sweatpants. Get rest, be happy, and feel good. Even if you are feeling a little not so good, then take a hot shower, take a cold shower. Depends on the temperature you're in right now. So structure that. And connecting with friends, that is also another important thing. It is really important for us to be there with our friends and family. I know we cannot be there physically, we cannot be present there, but we can have group chats, we can have online hangouts, we can have online games, and just creativity, like creatively connect to them. In fact, I was myself very reluctant to play Ludo King, but then one fine day I played it with my family, and I really enjoyed it. So some things like that are, it's not a promotion for Ludo King, but I'm just saying that connecting out with your family and friends in some creative manner, maybe you do not like it that much right now, maybe you are a little reluctant like I was at that moment, but you will see the benefits of it after a while. So that is important. Then if you're feeling gloomy, then sit and reflect on your skills. If you cannot work from home right now, and you want to think about it, then focus on your life, what all you can do in your life, what all have been your skills, what jobs you've done. So you can even write them down. Writing stuff down really, clears your mind out. It gives your mind a complete clarity on things, which is very helpful. So do that. And just prepare yourself, like feel that this time has to pass. It is passing. Like, even while we are discussing this, it's 7 minutes into the video and we've already passed on that time when I started this. So time will pass, this too shall pass. So staying home, staying safe, maintaining social distancing is something that we are doing right now, and that is also for a bigger cause. That is not for a personal benefit of ours specifically, if we'll see, but for a bigger community global cause that we're adding on to, plus taking care of our own self also. So that is there. And the another point that I would like to point out here is limit yourself to the outside world news. So I know it's not always in our control to limit ourselves to what we are getting exposed to. Like, if we are talking to our family, friends, and they have their things and their own inputs, they'll definitely come to us. But what we can limit is when we switch on the TV and it's on for the entire day, and we are just, randomly listening to it on the death tolls, on what is happening in the world, how many people in other countries are getting affected and all, and plus the WhatsApp university news. So that news, completely believe, is not always having the right base and right source. So just limit yourself. Just be conscious about it, what inputs you are taking in yourself and what inputs you are leaving outside, because some things are not good uh, for them to enter into you. So let them be out. Just don't pay attention to them. Just limit your TV time pertaining to the media inputs, and try to watch also happy series and things that make you feel good, and make you feel good about yourself also. Also, there is one breathing technique that is in which we hold our breath. So that I would like to discuss with you all, and I'm not sure if we can discuss this in detail in this video itself. But anyhow, so that technique is called 478. So we take a breath in for 4 seconds, we hold it in for 7 seconds, and at the count of eight, we give it out. So that is what is really helpful and would really help you calm down. You know, you might feel in the first 3 4 breaths itself that there is some difference. So if you remember, I had posted a video on how to pause yourself for a moment and then decide. So this is something like that only, but right now what we are doing in our breathing, we pause ourselves, we deep breathe, we hold it in, and then we release it. Yeah, it's that simple. It's a very simple technique, and it's very useful. It is very popular. It's in our ancient tradition also of yoga and meditation, and we can do a separate. Like, a video on meditation also. If you guys are interested, you can let me know in comment section. And that's what I wanted to share with you all. I wanted to give you a word of positivity to start this day, to be happy, and if not happy, still be pleasant. Be pleasant in the moment that you're facing. So, hi Gaurav, how are you doing? And thanks for tuning in. So, that is the idea of these videos. Also, do practice the things that we are talking here. So what we just spoke about here right now was, I'll just say those, repeat those pointers again, so that we all are on the same page and you guys can also practice them. One is, we need to focus on things, we need to get control of our life. Two, we need to structure our day down. We need to know what we are going to do, when we are going to do. We can do it on social media apps, on these apps on a phone also. So that is there. Three is, limit our time on social media also, on news also, on anything, all the inputs that are going in. So that is there. And four is, we need to prepare ourselves for the future. This too shall pass. We are aware of the fact. We need to remind ourselves on that. We don't need to get into the swamp of our thoughts, and be focused on that. Also, we need to get outside, we need to get fresh air. If we cannot go outside, which is right now pretty natural for us, then we can sit in the balconies, we can sit on the rooftops, we can sit around a window area, and we can actually be in that moment. Also, to practice is the breathing practices. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you so much for mentioning that. And it is a motive that is completely selfless from me. I'm not, why I did this is because there was so much going on in my life. Like, I was getting so many input from the WhatsApp university and from other people, and they were a bit on the negative side. So we decided that I'll actually go out and talk to people. So that's it. Thank you so much. And do practice the breathing exercises. And this is a very simple one which we've discussed today. Is taking a deep breath in, holding it in, and releasing it out slowly and steadily, so we actually feel it coming out of us. We can practice this 3 times a day, and it would really make a difference for us. Thanks for tuning in and just listening to me. And do subscribe to my channel. And thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Have a good day.